Hi Tiny Tigers! Today we're going to read a book about something we're learning this week, and it's super exciting and fun. Say Arctic animals. Take a look at the cover of this book. There are a bunch of different Arctic animals on this cover. Do you know any before we get started? I can think of one that I already know, and he's right here. What is that? A polar bear. Good job. All right, so this book is Arctic Animals by McDonald. On the very top of our planet is a cold, frozen place called the Arctic. It's covered in ice and snow, but lots of amazing animals live there. Let's go and meet them. Are you ready? Here is the Arctic Circle, and here's the Arctic Ocean. And some places that I see are Russia, Finland, Sweden, Norway, Iceland, Greenland, Alaska, Canada. That is the Arctic. Hey, we were just talking about this Arctic animal. What is it? Polar bear. Polar bears are big and white. They have thick fur and a layer of fat called blubber to keep them warm in the cold weather and icy water. Their fur is oily, so they can easily shake off ice and water to stay dry. What is this animal with a tusk like a unicorn's horn? That does remind me of a unicorn's horn. It's a narwhal. A narwhal is a type of whale. The tusk is actually a very long front tooth. That's a big tooth. Could you imagine if we had those coming out of our head? We would be like unicorns too. The Arctic hare has shorter ears than other rabbits and a lot of fat and fur, which help it live in cold temperatures. So that might look like a bunny that we have around here in New Jersey, but it said that it has shorter ears and it has lots of fur and fat to keep it warm. The Arctic hare's white fur lets it hide in the snow. It blends right in. An Arctic hare is white and the snow is white. This little Arctic ground squirrel is busy preparing a cozy den and storing food for the winter. Soon it will be ready to hibernate. Hey, we know that word, hibernate. We learned about that in November. What does it mean to hibernate? Yes, to go to sleep in the winter. A long winter's nap. When animals hibernate, they sleep during the cold winter months. Then they wake up in the spring. Swoop! This snowy owl has dense white feathers to keep it warm, golden eyes that can see food and enemies far away, and sharp claws for hunting. There are no tall trees in the Arctic, so the snowy owl builds its nest on the ground. These feathered friends are puffins. Can you say puffins? What do these puffins remind you of? What other animal? Yes, it kind of looks like a penguin. Let's read about them. They can swim and fly very quickly. A puffin's beak is gray in winter, but in spring, it turns bright orange. Snort. A walrus has a large body, flat flippers, wrinkly skin, and whiskers that look like a mustache. That's silly. Did you notice it also has 2 tusks? Walruses use their tusks to fight, break holes in the ice, and help pull their heavy bodies out of the water. Oh, I didn't know that. That is neat. I was wondering why they had such long tusks. Caribou. This is another Arctic animal. Caribou stay warm with a heavy coat of fur. They also have large fur-covered hooves that act like snowshoes to help them walk on ice and snow. Oh, this is a neat fact. Both girls and boy caribou have antlers. Usually the deer that we have in Hackettstown, if a deer has antlers, that means they're a boy. But not for caribou. What else does this look like that we know? It looks like a reindeer, right? The Arctic fox has a thick fur coat that changes color. What color does it change to? Brown and white. Brown and white. It's white in the winter to blend in with the snow. It turns brown in the spring so the fox can hide among the rocks and plants. So that reminds me of the snow hare, the Arctic hare. Remember that he also changed what? He's white to blend in with the snow? Neat. The Siberian Husky is one of the oldest breeds of dogs. It can run fast in the cold and pull a heavy sled across ice and snow. Siberian Huskies curl into a tight ball to sleep, and they cover their nose with their tail for extra warmth. So these are sled dogs, these are Siberian Huskies, and they are pulling this person and all of the things that this person needs to transport from one place to another. Some nights the Arctic sky is full of bright waves of color. Can you see that in the background? That's called the Northern Lights. All the animals have come out to look. These lights are called the Aurora Borealis, or the Northern Lights. And here are all the Arctic animals we learned about. I hope you enjoyed that book. Have a great day.